Off, and that's because Dora has an outstanding kicker, and that is Brady Spradlin. He was a 2018 All-State performer, and they want to see him kick the football away. And I'll tell you what, as far as kickers go, Gerhard, he's got the size to be a kicker.
He does indeed, and it reminds me of some of the other old kickers back in the day. He reminds me of guys like Sebastian Janikowski.
I was going to say Janikowski, yeah. And so he's going to be kicking off to open up this ball game. And again, that is Brady Spradlin, All-State last year, and several schools already inquiring about his future, and he'll boot that one about 5 yards deep into the end zone. So shows the excellent leg here to get us underway in this third game of the afternoon. And Dora taking on Springville. Dora 5-6 last year under Coach Bart Lockhart. And he is heading into his third season. And Spradlin, one of the key performers for that. But we'll first look at the offense for the Springville Tigers as they come out. As they will open up offensively, shotgun look. As Baldwin, the quarterback, he's got Peyton back there with him. You're on 1st down and 10, and that's the give. And in the backfield, as we've seen all day today, defensive penetration. The Dora Bulldogs all in the backfield, and they bring down Peyton for a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10, 2nd down and about 11, actually. But the defensive penetration from that front line of the Bulldogs, impressive early. Christian Wade, you see him there. He led the charges on 1st down. Try to go to the air, see if they can find some success. Good pitch on the outside. Catch is going to be made across the 40, across the 45 to the 47, and fighting for good positive yardage there for Springville, and that's going to be number 45, Ben Bianchi.
Nice job there by Bianchi getting to the outside and initially beats the guy that was covering him on the outside and then powers his way for a few extra yards.
So he'll get the initial Extreme Roofing 1st down for the Springville Tigers. They'll fake the speed sweep, come back to Peyton to the near side. Peyton will spin and fall to about midfield, so a gain of 4 there. A few well-executed plays to open up this drive for the Springville Tigers.
Yeah, one of the things I really like with Springville right now is their pacing. It looks like they're being able to get the play calls in relatively quickly, not wasting any time and getting the play off.
Going to try to go a little hurry up, rolling out and dumping it off early. This time Bianchi cannot hold on. As Baldwin looked back, threw against his body. And I believe you're going to have Bianchi tell you all day he would love to have this one. And look at the green grass in front of him. If he pulls that in, that's easily a 1st down and more.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of mistiming as far as what you would want perfection from both the quarterback and from Bianchi. And right there, like you said, he wanted to. Definitely would want to get that one back, but a little off target there for a quarterback.
This time going to throw it deep, showing a good arm there, and going to be a little too deep, trying to find his man here on the outside. And that is Jace Hayes, another good performer for the Tigers. And that's going to make it 4th down at midfield, 4th and about 6. And looks like they will punt the football away. So it's going to be Dora. Offensively, they'll take over. After one 1st down for Springville, and now the Bulldogs will start at their own 20-yard line.
Dora last season got the 4th and final playoff spot in that Class 5A Region 7. They went 5-6 last year, but won 4 very important region games to sneak into the playoffs last season. A 1st-round loss over to Mortimer Jordan, but a strong season indeed for Dora, being able to get themselves in the playoffs. Jasper, Russellville, and Corner were the top 3 teams in that region, and Dora sliding in that 4th spot.
Handoff right up the middle. Good push from the offensive line, and out all the way. Looks like about a 5-yard gain off right tackle. Big tough running that time for Dora. And that is going to be Ike Hosea. He is the leading runner returning for the Bulldogs. He'll pick up 5 on 1st down, makes it 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. This time, a little speed sweep. High snap, but able to get it to him. And Springville defense gets everybody around the football there, and a host of Tigers will bring him down. Losing about a half yard, sets up third down. We'll stay with about 5 yards to go, and good penetration that time by Jamel Williams.
Great job just working down the line of scrimmage. That Tiger defense able to set up the third down, and we'll see what Dora does here is kind of a key play call here for the Bulldogs.
Third and about 5. Shotgun look for Matthew Busby, senior to be quarterback. On third down and about 5.5 to go. This time Busby looking, flips it out in the flats, too tall. Tried to go to Jamarcus Goodman, the freshman to be out there in the flats, but overshoots him, so that's going to bring up fourth down. And now Dora will have to put the football away, as they will bring the big guy back in to punt it as well. So Brady Spradlin, again, a great punter as well as a kicker. And he will punt somewhere around his own 15-yard line. Gets a snap. High hanging punt. And it'll be fielded at about the 42-yard line. So after Spradlin's punt, Springville will take over. First down and 10. The line of Zach Wilson, Giangrosso, Strickland, Murphy, and Williams across the front. Quarterback is Pearson Baldwin. He'll be a junior this fall. He's got Jace Hayes, Drew Platts, Gage Frederick on the outside, Kobe Payton in the backfield with him. We'll also see some of Daniel Smith in there. This time they'll quick pitch on the inside, 45 midfield, 45-40 down the near sideline. Inside the 35-yard line goes Drew Platts. He's going to be a sophomore, and he shows right there he has got a burst once he turns it upfield. Great run by Platts, and it's an Extreme Roofing first down for the Tigers. They'll mark him out right at the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for Springville.
Give a lot of credit to Brock Strait, number 28, and number 7, Jackson Bennett. Two guys along the outside with key blocks to help spring away that first down run.
First down and 10 here. Going to be the keeper to the left side. Good move. Going to pick up positive yardage inside the 20-yard line, being spun down at about the 16-yard line. Pearson Baldwin showing some wheels there as well. And watch this cutback right here. Able to get it deep down into the Blair Exteriors red zone, where it's now first down and 10 for the Springville Tigers at about the 16-yard line. This time, quick hitter on the outside. Catch is made to the 15, 10, 5, and tight ropes the sideline, and he will go in for the touchdown. As he came out, got a couple of great blocks out here, and turns it upfield, and it's a touchdown for Jace Hayes.
Jackson Bennett, once again, one of the guys on the block here. Take a look at number 7 as he tight ropes the sideline.
Just great execution.
Fantastic. That is good football right there, and it's a good offensive first possession for the Springville Tigers.
Extra point coming up for the Tigers. Hunter Ambrose. They'll put it down, and it'll be off to the left. So 6-0 our score. 7:44 remaining here in the first period. But you see right here, getting on the board, Jace Hayes showing the speed. Give him 6 for the Springville Tigers. Back with more after this.
I'm Mark Boatler.
And I'm Jody Jones. We are
Extreme Roofing and Construction.
With our 20-plus years of roofing and insurance claims experience, we may be able to get you the roof you've been wanting but just didn't have the budget. It starts with an inspection, and from there we'll determine if a claim needs to be filed. We'll make that call with you, and we'll also meet with your adjuster. At Extreme, we do not ask for any money up front. We only ask for the money after the completion of the job. Or if you just want a cash estimate, we can do that for you as well. Give us a call today at Extreme Roofing and Construction.
Hey, George Sides Jr. with Sides Furniture. We're located in Dora. We also offer appliances, and one of our featured appliances brand would be the Speed Queen washers. If you're looking for an old-fashioned washer and dryer, Speed Queen is going to be that model. They come in manual knob construction. They come in digital panel timers as well. The main thing about these washers, they have an agitator. They fill up full with water. They have, starting with a 3-year in-home parts and labor warranty, all the way up to a 7-year in-home parts and labor warranty. Toughest washer built in the market today, by far one of the best machines you'll ever own. We are located in Dora, sidesfurniture.com. What you can't get anywhere else, come and see us today.
Great drive by Springville, gets him on the board. Dora going to try to answer here, as they'll hand it off up the middle, and not a whole lot of room there. On the carry for Dora, Marcel Davidson, going to be a junior this fall. Check that, he will be a senior. Some of our rosters that we've been able to get up moved them up a grade, some kept them the same, and Dora let me know last night they're right, only juniors, as see on the roster here, so he will be a senior this fall. Second down, got about 8.5 yards to go. Again, it goes to Davidson. He'll try the outside. Got a block out there. Turns it up. He's got 5-10 midfield, 45-yard line, and he will take it into Springville territory. They'll mark him down at the 40-yard line, but that's good for an Extreme Roofing first down. You see the wall of blockers here on the outside, and Davidson has the speed. Good pancake block back there behind him, and he'll turn it up. And he will stumble and fall, but not before he reaches the 40-yard line of the Springville Tigers. First down and 10.
Number 35, Boone Martin, doing a great job there offensively to help spring him open, and that is a good explosive play by the Bulldogs.
Back to Davidson again, sheds the first tackler, gets 5, and he will take it down to about the 31-yard line, gain of about 9 on that play. And tell you what, Davidson has some good balance and able to break tackles from the initial wave here early.
Really impressive there for the Dora Bulldogs, and mentioned Dora last season being able to get themselves into the playoffs. They want to obviously build on that momentum. Looking good here on their second drive.
Matthew Busby, the quarterback, standing alongside Davidson here. This time Busby throws it out in the flats and going to be bobbled and incomplete. That's the way you close in on a pass, and good defensive play on the outside by Jamel Williams. Came up and broke that one up. You see the pass, it's delivered, but just as the ball arrives, so does Williams. And they're unable to connect, so it's going to bring up a third down and a yard to go.
Nice play there by the corner. And that's what they teach you at every situation like that. When the receiver breaks out of his route and the ball comes that way, just try your best to get in between the ball and the receiver without pass interference.
They go back, trying to spin away and fall forward. The spin move may have gotten him there, but looks like he may be shy by about a half yard. That time Davidson hit in the backfield. Good penetration from the Tigers. You see right here, as soon as he gets the ball, there he is. Spin move to get away momentarily, but that knee hits down, and he's shy of the, well, no, they will say he does reach out and get the 30-yard line, so that is good for an Extreme Roofing first down and 10. All of that really Gerhardt on his own.
Great individual effort there, and keeps the chains moving for Dora.
Busby this time going to leave it with Davidson. He's hit, bounces off, and again, great effort as he will hammer his way down to about the 26-yard line. That time, he is showing some amazing strength as he's able to break tackles, spin back, take a couple of big hits, and still carry the defenders forward for a good positive gain. One thing you see is he likes to try to spin away. That time the spin move got him a couple of extra yards there at the final part of that run. Second down, about 6. Busby looks to the sideline. And Springville got a 6-0 lead, but Dora coming back with a drive of their own right here. And the officials throw the yellow hanky for a delay of game. That time tried to change the play and unable to get it done in time. And Coach Bart Lockhart will try to dial something up here now. Instead of having second down and about 5, it's second and about 10.5 to go.
You're seeing that a lot more in high school football, where the offense will line up and then they'll check the defensive alignment, and then sometimes they'll call a play, call a a change of a play there. That time it got him in a little trouble.
Davidson will try the right side. This time only about 3 yards. That's up 3rd down and long. We'll call it about 7 yards to go. Springville defense trying to come up with a stop here.
Springville with a pretty big looking offensive line or defensive line. Matthew Cherry right there in the middle, number DJ Salas.
So 3rd down, about 7 here. Dora obviously in 2-down territory. They'll try to get something here. Busby back to pass, got pressure, rolls away from it, now throws it down the middle of the field, and it's going to be caught at about the 1-yard line. Fights and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. What a catch and effort to get into the end zone. That is Jamarcus Goodman, who will be a freshman this fall, comes up with a catch and then struggles and dives into the end zone to tie it up at 6.
Watch him just sidestep Salas here. DJ Salas, number 74, unable to even get a hand on him, and then there just drops it right there in the perfect position in double covers there. Number 40 for Spartman, not able to get inside the play, and then just comes up with a nice catch. And as you said, Goodman, rising 9th grader, showing some promise there for the Bulldogs.
An extra point coming up and off the upright, and it's tied at 6. But a freshman coming up this fall, able to make a great catch and a great effort to tie us up. Springville and Dora continues.
Hey, it's Nicholas Dover at Dover's Mattress Closeout Center, and I just want to tell you the difference between us and any other mattress store. We are a closeout center. We take name brand mattresses and we discount them 50 to 75% off retail. We have locations in Birmingham, Fultondale, Coleman, Guntersville, and Jasper. Go to doversmattress.com and find out so much more. You can also check out our financing. We have credit check and no credit needed. Apply online.
At Westwood Appliance, we buy, sell, and service most major brands like Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Samsung, and GE. We carry a complete line of refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, and freezers, and we guarantee what we sell.
Use your head, train with Ed.
Good look there at Brady Spradlin, going to be a senior this fall. Tremendous leg as he will kick it off here. No return from Springville. Spradlin, even if this were a regular season game, doesn't allow many to be returned. That one lands about 3 yards deep in the end zone. So Springville comes back out. We are tied at 6, 3:56 remaining here in this first period. Gridiron Challenge, our 3rd game of the day. We'll wrap things up following this one. Lynn and Phil Campbell, as they will battle to wind things up. Pearson Baldwin, the quarterback for the Tigers, as he will fake the speed sweep, hand-handed on a counter, but nothing doing. Again, the penetration from Dora. Great effort that time from the Bulldogs' Ronald Waldrop, as he's able to make the play in the backfield. Waldrop going to be a sophomore this fall. Found a way to knife his way in there. Tell you what, catching a little bit of break this afternoon with the clouds kind of giving us some coverage to cool it down a little bit, but a good run here on 2nd down, breaking 2, 3 tackles and bouncing to the outside. Going to the far side, 45-yard line, 40, needs a block, gets it, cuts it back inside, hurdles a man at the 30, and all the way down inside the 25-yard line, and down to the 22-yard line is Daniel Schmidt.
This is one of the more impressive plays we've seen all day today here, Tommy. Goes to the inside, breaks a couple tackles, goes to the outside, and then watches quarterback Baldwin come up with a big block there at the very end. The Springville offense getting the biggest play of the game so far.
Great run by Smith, and at the 22-yard line, it is 1st down and 10 for the Springville Tigers. Baldwin ran about 40 yards and made that block. He may want to slow things down a little bit to catch his breath, but the play clock is down to 1, and they do get the snap away. Flips it on the outside. Catch is going to be made. Cutting it back inside at the 25, but being spun down there. He'll lunge forward to about the 23-yard line, and that is Drew Platts who makes the catch, and he's able to fall forward for a couple of yards. Great defensive play here to get to him. And Platts, though, watch, the knee does not hit the ground. He lands on the defender and alertly dives forward to at least get some positive yardage.
Yeah, initially Jamal Harris with a good tackle, but then the extra effort there, keeping the knee up and then able to salvage a couple of yards back.
Platts again comes in motion. They'll give it off. And nothing doing this time. I believe that's Smith on the carry. And they drop him in the backfield. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long now for Springville.
Good look at number 9, rising sophomore, Ronald Waldrop. Watch him just scrape along the offensive line. It's picture-perfect defense right there. As soon as you shed your blocker, they want you to just go straight down the offensive line. Don't take any crazy angles, and then you're able to get into the backfield, come up with a big play.
Back to pass, rolling out to the near side, going deep. Got a man down there in the end zone. The catch is made. That's going to be Landon Ho who pulls it in on a great pass from Baldwin.
And he does so through what will be a declined pass interference call because he was draped all over in the end zone there. They'll, of course, decline it. But take a look here at Baldwin just going up, and there's a good one-on-one coverage there. And let's see if they call it deep pass interference, and they'll decline it. He might have got away with a little bit of a push-off there.
Yeah, a couple of jockeying hand positions there, but nevertheless, the touchdown counts and the extra point is good. So 14-7, or 13-7 your new score as we continue our coverage of the Spring Gridiron Challenge right here on TV 24.
I'm Mark Boatler.
And I'm Jody Jones. We are Extreme Roofing and Construction. With our 20-plus years of roofing and insurance claims experience, we may be able to get you the roof you've been wanting, but just didn't have the budget. It starts with an inspection, and from there we'll determine if a claim needs to be filed. We'll make that call with you, and we'll also meet with your adjuster. At Extreme, we do not ask for any money up front. We only ask for the money after the completion of the job. Or if you just want a cash estimate, we can do that for you as well. Give us a call today at Extreme Roofing and Construction.
Hey, George Sides Jr. with Sides Furniture. We're located in Dora. We also offer appliances, and one of our featured appliances brand would be the Speed Queen washers. If you're looking for an old-fashioned washer and dryer, Speed Queen is going to be that model. They come in manual knob construction. They come in digital panel timers as well. The main thing about these washers, they have an agitator. They fill up full with water. They have, starting with a 3-year in-home parts and labor warranty, all the way up to a 7-year in-home parts and labor warranty. Toughest washer built in the market today, by far one of the best machines you'll ever own. We are located in Dora, sidesfurniture.com. What you can't get anywhere else, come and see us today.
Handoff up the middle, and not a lot of room there. Actually losing the football, but getting back on it for Dora is going to be Ike Jose. And he will keep possession of the football, making it 2nd down and 10 for the Dora Bulldogs. A good swipe of the football there. And I believe that's Austin Shoup. Able to get a hand on that one and jar it loose. 2nd down and long. They go back to Hosea right side, and again that Springville defense is there. Know where to bring that football, and he'll be stopped after a gain of a couple. 3rd down and about 8.
Fortunate enough just to get the football back to the line of scrimmage on 1st down, and then that time the Springville defense just really nowhere to go. Good job by the front 7 playing the run as well as they did, and they really have for the majority of this game as well.
So 3rd down at about 8. Busby looks to the side. Play clock still plenty of time. Down to about 11 now. As Busby will drop straight back. Got pressure, throwing it down the middle. Got a man deep, but can't connect with him. Gotten a little bit of separation, but not able to catch up is Wilkerson. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and that Springville offense will get another shot at it here in the closing moments of the first period.
Really nothing doing on that drive, and this primarily because the Springville front 7 did a great job on 1st and 2nd down, and then they're on 3rd down. You just take a shot down the field, get your offense the ball back. And for Springville, they want to put together a lot of those kind of possessions on defense, especially when the offense has been clicking as well as they have. That's the defense. That's the offense's best friend, a defense that can quickly get that opponent's offense off the field.
And that will end the first period after the simulated punt. Ends period number 1, 13-6 our score. Springville up by 7. You look back, throw and catch, tied roping down the sideline for the first Springville score. Dora answers with a touchdown pass of their own, and then another aerial assault as Landon Ho scores for Springville.
Hey, it's Nicholas Dover at Dover's Mattress Closeout Center, and I just want to tell you the difference between us and any other mattress store. We are a closeout center. We take name brand mattresses and we discount them 50 to 75% off retail. We have locations in Birmingham, Fultondale, Coleman, Guntersville, and Jasper. Go to doversmattress.com and find out so much more. You can also check out our financing. We have credit check and no credit needed. Apply online.
At Westwood Appliance, we buy, sell, and service most major brands like Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Samsung, and GE. We carry a complete line of refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, and freezers, and we guarantee what we sell.
Use your head, train with Ed.
Springville football, they lead by 7, 13-6 over the Dora Bulldogs. Good look at a quarterback that's having quite a day in Pearson Baldwin. He'll only be a junior this fall. 2 touchdown passes in the first period. Facing 2nd down at about 10 right here. And it's the give and not a whole lot of room there. Again for Dora on the stop is Ronald Waldrop. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Only a sophomore this fall. This guy's in 9th grade, and we have called his name, I know of, about 4 times here in the first half. He has had a good beginning to his sophomore campaign on that defensive line.
Well, he looks quick, but he's also really, really tough in the running game. He's a physical football player as well, and so he's a true asset for this Dora defense there, lining up in from his defensive end position.
Baldwin this time on the give, and again a great play in the backfield. The Dora defense able to get the penetration, and they will force another punt by Springville. Good defensive penetration by that Dora D.
Once again, another rising freshman, another young player, Forrest Hudson, number 26, gets right in there in the middle of it and creates a situation where Springville is forced to opt to the simulated punt. 2 really good defensive plays there by 2 young players for the Bulldogs.
You know, and right there when you're a freshman going into your sophomore year, a good spring game can really catapult you into a lot of playing time and really get your career started, because this is a very important year to show that you can play at this level.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is kind of what they not necessarily make or break, but definitely showing how much improvement you've made since your 8th grade year, going into your 9th grade year, and then going to your sophomore year. And as you said, coaches evaluate everything. Every single play, for every single position on every play will be evaluated. And for guys like this, they can really jumpstart their careers by getting early playing time there in the falls.
Handoff goes to Jose on the right side. And Hosea will bring it out to about the 45. We'll give him a gain of 5 yards, 2nd down and 5. Springville leads 13-6, and the way that talking to the coaches earlier this week, I think that what we're expecting, the varsities will play the entire first half in this game. The 3rd period will be junior varsities, and then the 9th graders will play the 4th period of this game, according to the coaches earlier this week.
That's a good balance by the coaches, being able to get your starters in, your kind of your ones playing your one, so to speak, and then your JV guys, and then freshmen as well. And for Dora, they have a lot of young players that are stepping up on all angles, so you see a lot of them.
Aki Hosea gets the call on the right side, and he scampers ahead inside Springville territory to the 43 and picks up another Extreme Roofing first down.
Nice blocking up front once again by Dora. Helps spring this one forward and then shakes off one guy and then able to muscle his way towards first down.
So first down and 10 for the Dora Bulldogs. Busby in there at quarterback. Hosea back there with him. Bad snap. Hosea gets the handoff. And this time the timing was thrown off by the snap that was not exactly perfect. And no gain on the play. Actually, maybe a loss of about a half yard. Sets up second down and long.
Almost an inadvertent direct snap straight to the running back there. And it's supposed to be a handoff, but this one goes right more towards Hosea than it does to the quarterback.
Hosea could have easily fielded that one. Second down and long now. See what Dora can come up with here. Busby, the quarterback. Second down and long against the Springville defense. And this time Busby got a man deep, throws it down there and threw it to the inside. And the receiver, if he puts that toward the sideline, that's a well-placed football, but they were unable to connect. Brings up a third down 11.
It's a well-designed play here by Dora, and they're able to get the matchup they wanted. They got the linebacker on the receiver there, but timing just a little off, and that's one of the things that they'll work on and clean up during 7-on-7 camps coming up in the next few weeks.
So third down and 11 for the Dora Bulldogs. Busby back, got pressure, and going to be hit from behind and dropped. That time coming around the outside was Braden Kaiser, as he just beat his man around the corner and able to get the sack. And it's going to bring up a fourth down for Dora, and they're going to have to punt it away again. You just see him beat the tackle with some quick swim move and get to the outside and bring him down for the sack.
Pass rushing is one of the key things that we're seeing on all levels of football, high school, college, and in the NFL. Those guys are make or break guys. If you can get to the quarterback by just beating your one man, it forces the offense to make adjustments in the way they block you, in the way they scheme, and then obviously in the way they call plays. And that time, Kaiser getting a good look there on defense, taking advantage of it. And you talked about the kicking here for Dora. It is as advertised.
Spradlin that time. Beautiful spiral kick as he boots it away. Hey, let me tell you a little bit of something about hairstylist Melanie McBrayer. She'd like to invite you to come and see her at Sheer Delight Hair Salon. Sheer Delight located 63 North Main Street in Graysville. You can also contact Melanie at Cuts by Mail on Facebook, or you can call her 205-285-0571. Support the sponsors that support the Dora Bulldogs and let Melanie know that you appreciate her. That's Melanie McBrayer at Sheer Delight Hair Salon. Springville football starting at the 20-yard line. They lead by 7, 13-6. Keeper left side, trying to get through a defender and being spun down is Baldwin. And he'll spin his way out to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 7 sets up second down and 3.
One of the things I like to see about quarterbacks that end up going outside of the pocket and running is when you have an opportunity one-on-one with the defender, do you like to scoot around him or do you like to go straight through him? At that time, Baldwin showing a little toughness.
This time he'll go with a give on the right side and a couple of yards there for Kobe Payton. We'll bring up a third down as we continue to roll under 7 minutes left in this first half.
Springville getting the play call in and looking to see here where they dial up on third and short, a key down here for the Tigers.
And gets them to move.
35.
That time, hard snap count. Draws Dora into the neutral zone, and that's going to move it forward for the Extreme Roofing first down. That time, Christian Wade finds his way in the neutral zone. Tell you what, that's a couple of big D tackles in there for Dora.
Oh, yeah. I would suggest an easy 550 pounds between those two.
Throws it out in the flats, catch is made. And the guy that scored the touchdown earlier, Jace Hayes, this time will rip off a gain of about 6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4.
Those two defensive tackles will make any offensive coordinator think twice and a third time and maybe a 5th and 6th time about running right up the middle.
Yeah, that's some space eaters down there. This time, quarterback keeper gaining 1st down yardage and more, going through defenders and fighting his way out to the 48-yard line is Pearson Baldwin.
He's really shown a lot here in these first 2 quarters. Watch, this time is just the read on the inside and then gets away from the initial defender, pushes his way towards another 1st down.
2 touchdowns passing in the first period. Second half showing that he's got some wheels as well. Pearson Baldwin really putting on a great performance here for Coach Michael Graben. This time the handoff on the inside, trying to bounce it out and losing a helmet after a big hit at the 49-yard line. It was Peyton on the carry and a big tackle on the far side. You see Peyton going to have to check out after losing his helmet on the tackle. And it will set up a 2nd down now and about 4. You see that helmet just shoot off his head and a big form tackle over there. Brings him down. Speed sweep near side. Trying to get to the corner. Got 1st down yardage. Another big hit, but inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line. That is Landon Ho. He had a touchdown receiving a little bit earlier. That time on the speed sweep. Able to rattle the chains, and you just see just beating them to the flanks right here. And as you talked about earlier, these wide receivers are getting it done on the blocks on the perimeter.
Oh, yeah, that's probably one of the most impressive parts so far of the Springville Tigers right now is just the downfield blocking they're able to get. And when you're able to do that, you're able to run these speed sweeps, and then you could fake the speed sweep. And just like we talked about earlier, getting one play off another, and this is going to be a pass interference. But they got what they wanted there on the outside.
They go with a fake speed sweep, and as you said, they look long for Jace Hayes and put it down there, and defender all over him, and that's going to be a pass interference call. As you see, he has found his way in the opening, and the defender never turns his head back, just runs into him. As you see, the head never turns, and Hayes almost still able to come up with a catch there, but that will be another Extreme Roofing 1st down for the Springville Tigers. Offsetting. There was an illegal man downfield for Springville, so that is offsetting penalty. Didn't see the handkerchief back here at the 35-yard line.
So kind of a bailout there for that guy, Brennan Davis, the safety, the pass interference because of the illegal throw with the man downfield. So we'll line it all up and do it all over again here on 1st down.
1st down and 10 at about the 38-yard line, just outside of there. This time the give and running room to the near side, 35-yard line, 30, good cutback, 25-20, inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Daniel Smith, another big gainer for Smith on the left side.
We talked about the outside blocking. This time it's number 8. Watch Gage Frederick. Another big block right there, and that time the play started inside and then bounced to the outside. And a lot of times you'll see receivers kind of lose their man, lose the block as soon as they see the play developing on the inside. That time doing a great job staying at home, springing him free.
This time dumps it off, and catch is made inside. Nope, cannot pull it in at about the 13-yard line. On 1st down and 10 inside the Blair Exteriors red zone. Of course, they specialize in windows, roofing, siding, and decks. You need to call them. Here's your number, 205-717-9551. Again, call Blair. Mention this high school game. Get 20% off of your project. 205-717-9551. 2nd down and 10. Give it again to Daniel Smith this time. It's bottled up and dropped. He'll lose maybe a yard and a half, bringing up 3rd down and long.
First time in a few plays that we've seen the Dora defense step up right there at the line of scrimmage. They did a good job a couple of series ago, and then ever since then, Springville's done a great job offensively. And take a look at number 9 there coming off the field. That is Daniel Smith, who had a huge run earlier. in the game. You hope he's okay. That's obviously the goal for every coach in the spring, is just to make sure everybody maintains their health going into summer workouts and in the early part of fall preparation.
Baldwin fakes the speed sweep, keeps it to the near side to the 15, 10-yard line, and he will fight his way inside the 10 down to about the 6. Going to be close to first down yardage. I think he may be about a yard shy, but a good read that time. And when he gets out here, again, it's these guys on the perimeter making those blocks. And Baldwin's able to move it forward just outside the 7-yard line, but they'll say 4th and about a yard. Springville on the drive here. Dora bringing in some more beef, believe it or not, on that defensive front, and movement into the interior.
Second time in a row they've given him the first down. First time on 3rd down earlier in the drive, and then this time on a 4th down play. The initial call looks like it'll be on Dora. It is on Dora, and once again another first down.
Cedric Dixon right there. He is a 9th grader at this time. He gets into the neutral zone, so first down and goal just inside the 5-yard line. They'll give it on the right side, and fighting his way to the 1-yard line is Kobe Payton. And it will bring up 2nd down and goal to go. Tell you what, you talk about jumping in the neutral zone, and you know, a lot of times in spring games that's going to happen. These guys are eager to make a play and then end up in the neutral zone. But you got to credit Springville for being disciplined and staying in their stance, because they're just as eager to make that big block.
Exactly, and in both times, in both situations, on a hard count, as Baldwin muscles away into the end zone. I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with this guy. Really impressed.
Yeah, he's a winner. There's no juke there. It's just lower your shoulder and get in the end zone, and he does there. He has thrown for 2, now has run for 1 touchdown. And Springville goes up 19-6. You just see right here, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and he will take the defender into the end zone. And for another Springville score.
That's the second time he's done that this game, where it's one-on-one and he elects just to go through the guy instead of trying to go around. And all of that plays a very physical brand of football, but then we've seen the touch on the throws that he's made so far this game.
So Springville jumps out 20-6. As they bowl through that Dora defense for another score. Our coverage of the TV24 Spring Challenge continues.
The Calhoun County Commission, made up of J.D. Hess, Tim Hodges, Fred Wilson, Eli Henderson, and Lee Patterson, ask you to take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. With our beautiful parks, neighborhoods, recreational facilities, historic sites, and museums, our citizens enjoy a high quality of life and strongly support the arts. If you are considering expanding or starting a new business, take a look at what Calhoun County has to offer. You'll be glad you did.
I'll just be a minute.
What you just did with that clutch was so clutch. Just like when you ditched your old credit card and got the America's First credit card with a low interest rate and cash back on purchases.
Let's see if Matthew Busby of Dora can come back and get an answer here in the final 2.5 minutes or so left here in the first half. Springville leading 20-6 over the Dora Bulldogs. And we talked in the first game of the day, but Gerhard, you look at it, and not a lot of time in the spring. I had a chance to talk to Coach Brian Bradford of Stanhope Elmore after his game, and he was talking about all the limitations on a spring practice. He said it's really hard to get anything done. So when you think about a 2-minute offense, chances are there has not been a lot of time spent on that in this spring practice.
No, absolutely not. And, you know, you kind of rely on some of the things that you went to in the year previous, maybe going back to a 2-minute situation in the first half of some game, and then maybe just diagramming those exact same plays and seeing if you can run those back to execution. But as far as adding new plays, trying to install a true 2-minute offense, it's really hard to do, especially, as you said, in a very condensed spring.
2nd down and 9 after the give on the inside. As Busby this time will go to Hosea. He'll try the left side, needing a block, cuts it back inside the 40, fighting for first down yardage, but going to be stopped shy by about a yard. It'll set up 3rd down and a yard for the Dora Bulldogs. That time able to cut it back in and pick up positive yardage. Now he'll need to pick up another yard here to keep this drive alive, and we're at about a minute and a half remaining in the first half.
Saw one big play from Dora earlier to score a touchdown. And I was wondering if they were going to try to go back to something in the air after picking up the first down, and they do here. Last time they had a big pass play to Goodman.
Hosea there able to power his way ahead for an extreme roofing first down. And it's first down and 10 at about the 48-yard line.
Good shot of Coach Lockhart there in his third season with Dora. As we mentioned earlier, going to the playoffs last year as the number 4 seed in that Region 7.
Wildcat action here, goes to the left side and able to again move the pile forward inside the 45, about the 45.5-yard line. And timeout called for the Bulldogs, and a time on the carry for Dora, Jamal Harris, as he will again gain of about 6 yards. So second down, about 3.5 to go. What Springville Tiger fans have had a great week. Of course, the baseball team winning the 5A state championship yesterday, winning 2 straight as they claim the title there down in Montgomery. As you look back to yesterday, gets the final out of the ball game, and then the celebration begins for this Tiger team. 6 of those players will be dressed out in football gear this fall, but yesterday it was time to grab the hardware as they claim the 5A state title. And what a day for Springville yesterday, and a lot of smiles in the Springville sideline today as well.
Oh, for sure. And you know that they're super excited for their counterparts in baseball, and a lot of times they're also teammates in a lot of situations just like this. And also last year in baseball, you might remember Casey Mize of the Auburn Tigers, the number 1 overall draft pick to the Detroit Tigers. He was once a Springville Tiger before he was an Auburn Tiger and a Detroit Tiger. And so baseball has been good to those in Springville over the last year or so.
Busby back to pass, got pressure, going to have to tuck it under and run, get what he can. He's to the 40-yard line, comes to the near side, and he'll step out of bounds at about the 35. And that is good for an extreme roofing first down. I saw where Casey Mize had extended his congratulations to the Springville Tigers via Twitter last night. Very proud of his hometown.
Lots to be proud of there in Springville. And this is a team that won 3 games last year. And we said earlier how both teams are looking to build on what they did a year ago. Dora obviously went to the playoffs, and Springville has playoff aspirations coming up this year. Looking really good in the first half play here of the varsity section.
But I tell you what, Dora able to move it down the football field, 32 seconds on the clock, and they move it inside the Blair Exteriors first down. And this is a great run coming right at you. Once again, tough running by Ikea Hosea, and he's able to get inside the 20. They'll go back to him on the right side, slips through 1 tackle, inside the 15, down to the 14. And you see the kicker warming up over there with 14 seconds left on the clock. Dora trying to put together a big run here. And the thing about it, you look at this, and you and I were talking about your 2-minute offense, expecting a lot of throws and such as that, but they're doing it on the ground, and really methodical drive here inside the 15-yard line.
And it's really not one of the situations where you have an empty set and you're looking just to try to run it right up the middle. It's been a bunch set, a tight formation, and one where Springville knows the run is coming, and Dora's just executed really well. And they're now put themselves in position to get some points here before the end of the half.
They will mark it at about the 14-yard line. And we talked about Brady Spradlin now. Extreme leg, obviously there's no rush on that. So you kind of feel like, you know, if you're Coach Bart Lockhart, you've got that in your back pocket. You feel like obviously you're in field goal range and you can at least get a shot at it. But he would love to get a little bit more if he can sneak it in the end zone and put 6 on the board here before the break.
Yeah, maybe get a situation where you have 1 or 2 pass plays drawn up, depending on how much time elapses, and then put it in the hands of your kicker.
So second down here this time. Busby will go to the air, throws it, and too high, incomplete. A little combo route out there and just unable to connect. Stops the clock at 11 seconds. Buzzy feels like he might have had a shot at completing that. Unable to connect with him there, so sets up third down. So right here you're looking at it, Gerhard. He's going to have to get either the first down. You're not in 4-down territory, even down 20-6.
Right.
You're going to have to get the first down. You go straight to the kick. The clock becomes irrelevant after this play. If you don't get it, obviously. Back, flips it out there. Got a man open, can't hit him. Wow, he had Hosea out of the backfield, who may have taken it to the house, but led him just a little bit too deep. And now with 8 seconds left on the clock, they're going to go for the field goal. So Spradlin's going to come out. And as we said, no rush from the defenders. And this could be the final play of the first half. Busby going to put it down at about a little bit outside the 20-yard line. We'll call this a 30-yard attempt for Spradlin. The snap is good. The hold. And the kick by Spradlin is up and good. Makes it a 20-9 game with only a couple of ticks, and they'll let those wind off. So that will be it for the first half. 20-9, our score here at the break. And Springville takes the lead. Getting it done with a quarterback, bringing it in there, Pearson Baldwin, and an 11-point lead for the Tigers.
When it comes to great tasting barbecue, nobody does it better than Dad's Barbecue. Dad's Barbecue is slow cooked to perfection, and Dad's menu now includes burgers, shakes, and delicious cheddar muffins. Large groups are always welcome, and Dad's does catering too. And Dad's offers fast, friendly service, and they're kid-friendly. Dine in or drive-through. Dad's Barbecue, family owned since 1985, with 2 locations in Anniston to serve you.
I got back my smack talk touchdown, hole-in-one, 3-point home run, hat-trick pavement-pounding, record-setting goal across the finish line. Because Core didn't give up, I didn't give up. And I certainly didn't give in. I'm going to get back to doing what I love. I'm going to get back to winning.
Raven was my teammate in high school, but I'm not that old. He's older than I am.
Yes, sir.
I can jump right here, turn around.
Hey, it's Nicholas Dover at Dover's Mattress Closeout Center, and I just want to tell you the difference between us and any other mattress store. We are a closeout center. We take name brand mattresses and we discount them 50 to 75% off retail. We have locations in Birmingham, Fultondale, Coleman, Guntersville, and Jasper. Go to doversmattress.com and find out so much more. You can also check out our financing. We have credit check and no credit needed. Apply online.
Welcome back to JSU. We're at halftime. We've been talking a lot about the Class 5A State Baseball Championship won by the Springville Tigers. A couple of players joining me here at halftime. Brant Brown, Braden Hughes, a couple of guys that had a great role in this historic win for the Springville Tigers. And Braden, talk about the experience you've had over the last few days, the overall emotion.
Man, it's been crazy. We actually just came together after that first loss from Briarwood, and we just pulled together that night, and we were like, come on, guys. I mean, we got to be able to do this because we've been here before. The week before Madison Academy, we lost the first game, came back out, put up some pretty big numbers on them, and then came out next day, scrapped real hard, and then we ended up winning. So we were in that position last week, and then we knew what we had coming in.
Winning 2 straight yesterday. And Brant, talk about, I'm sure that you probably don't have to buy a meal in Springville ever again. They're going to take care of you the rest of your life. The crowds and the response has been great from the fans, I'm sure.
It was great. It was probably the best day of my life. Winning, I mean, we had been there before. We lost to Madison Academy the first game, battled back 1-2, and we had to do the same thing with Briarwood. Best day.
You know, Braden, you're going to be back for your senior year. Obviously, it's coming up, and I know you're a linebacker on this football team. Talk about how this winning a championship and how to overcome adversity. You win 2 straight. Talk about how that can really just pull over into the football season as well.
Well, those guys, you know, small town, you know, we weren't supposed to do that is what everybody was thinking, and we did. So football, same kind of situation. We're going to go right at them. every play, every down, and we're going to get after them this season.
One thing I'm proud of for Braden, most of the time when you talk baseball and the football correlation, there are all these skinny guys that are playing like wide receiver. This guy's a linebacker, so, bringing some toughness there. And Brant, just talk about what this is going to mean from now on for the rest of your life. I mean, this is just such a huge event, to win this 5A state championship.
It's something you'll always remember. It's the memories of playing with the kids you've played with since you were 4 all the way until your last game together. It's the best thing. And
you talk about the 5A, of course, the football champions last year, Clay Central, in the same football region as you guys. Yeah. Now you win baseball, so you're just kind of keeping it right here together, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Trying to.
All right, well, guys, we appreciate you coming up here and joining us here at halftime. Congratulations, and just a monumental win for the Springville Tigers. So congratulations, the 2019 5A state baseball champions, the Springville Tigers. We'll be back with more after this.
Hey, it's Nicholas Dover at Dover's Mattress Closeout Center, and I just want to tell you the difference between us and any other mattress store. We are a closeout center. We take name brand mattresses and we discount them 50 to 75% off retail. We have locations in Birmingham, Fultondale, Coleman, Guntersville, and Jasper. Go to doversmattress.com and find out so much more. You can also check out our financing. We have credit check and no credit needed. Apply online.
At Westwood Appliance, we buy, sell, and service most major brands like Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Samsung, and GE. We carry a complete line of refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, and freezers, and we guarantee what we sell.
Use your head, trade with Ed.
$20-9, the Springville Tigers leading over the Dora Bulldogs. As we said, Springville with a very good weekend here as far as athletics go after winning the state baseball championship. They come out here today, and they're putting points on the board yet again in the first half. And you talk about the quarterback for the Springville Tigers, Pearson Baldwin. He gets a couple through the air. The pass on the outside to Jace Hayes. He goes in on the sideline and takes it into the house. But back comes Matthew Busby and the Dora Bulldogs. A great pass and catch and a fight into the end zone. They tie everything up at 6 there. But then here comes Springville again, looking deep. Landon Ho into the end zone for the second score of the day through the air. Matthew Busby getting pressure from the outside, cannot get away from number 33, Braden Kaiser, and then showing the toughness there. Another touchdown, this time running for Pearson Baldwin as he gets in the end zone. You look at the way the day has gone, Gerhard. Stanhope Elmore gets a 14-6 win to open things up. Really a defensive game there. Not a lot of offense between those two teams.
Yeah, really good to see the defending state champions come back out, but Stanhope Elmore put together a solid game, especially when the junior varsity came in and able to get away with the win there.
Gardendale falls by 10 to Sparkman. Of course, Gardendale and Goose Crowder not in the lineup today, but Sparkman with a big win there. And here we are, 20-9, our score at the half. Springville leading by 11. More football coming your way as we come back on TV 24 and the Gridiron Challenge.
Hey, it's Nicholas Dover at Dover's Mattress Closeout Center, and I just want to tell you the difference between us and any other mattress store. We are a closeout center. We take name brand mattresses and we discount them 50 to 75% off retail. We have locations in Birmingham, Fultondale, Coleman, Guntersville, and Jasper. Go to doversmattress.com and find out so much more. You can also check out our financing. We have credit check and no credit needed. Apply online.
At Westwood Appliance, we buy, sell, and service most major brands like Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Samsung, and GE. We carry a complete line of refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, and freezers, and we guarantee what we sell.
Use your head, trade with Ed.
Hi, I'm Mark Boatler.
And I'm Jody Jones. We are Extreme Roofing and Construction. With our 20-plus years of roofing and insurance claims experience, we may be able to get you the roof you've been wanting but just didn't have the budget. It starts with an inspection, and from there we'll determine if a claim needs to be filed. We'll make that call with you, and we'll also meet with your adjuster. At Extreme, we do not ask for any money up front. We only ask for the money after the completion of the job. Or if you just want a cash estimate, we can do that for you as well. Give us a call today at Extreme Roofing and Construction.
Hey, George Sides Jr. with Sides Furniture.
Well, about an
We're located in
80-yard
Dora.
touchdown run for Ike Hosea over on the far side for the Dora Bulldogs. Just a quick hitter right up the middle. And, in fact, the officials were still walking around. Hard to believe that they let this play go because they were looking over here at us, and the ball was snapped. So Springville not ready. The officials not ready, but Ike Hosea was ready as he goes in 80 yards for a touchdown and cuts into that lead. We're now at 20-16, the new score after Dora scores in the extra point.
Yeah, great block there on the outside by the Dora Bulldogs, and then Hosea, who's had a strong game so far, gets into the end zone, and just like that, Dora gets back onto the scoreboard. As you said, everybody was seemingly just trying to get their bearings about them before the second half got started, and Dora comes up with a really quick punch there to cut into the lead.
Well, element of surprise there. And off on the right side, and that's going to be Daniel Smith. Gives back the line of scrimmage. New quarterback in the game for Springville, and that is going to be Owen Prickett. He will be a junior this fall as he is getting the look in the backfield. Pearson Baldwin, you would appear to have his day done. And it's 2nd down and 10 for the Springville Tigers.
Yeah, I think Coach Graben has seen what he's needed to see from his starting quarterback, and Baldwin just put together a really strong performance, led to 3 touchdowns, and the offense really clicked for the Springville Tigers there. As a little bit of a mishap there on the snap.
Yeah, Prickett can't handle it, goes on the ground to cover it. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down now, and extremely long for the Springville Tigers.
You mentioned at the top, as far as the coaches, the agreement of having most of your starters play in that first part and then having most of your JV guys here in the 3rd quarter, and then all freshmen to close the game out. Now, we've seen some freshmen play early. We've seen some sophomores and some of the underclassmen play in the early part. So there might be some players that mingle in and out of these next 2 quarters, but there's a good chance to get a lot of the reserves some experience here.
You see there, Daniel Smith takes the handoff, but that freshman we've been talking about for Dora in the first half, Ronald Waldrop, as he comes up with a big stop in the backfield, and it's going to be Dora football in a hurry as they take over offensively, this time at their own 40-yard line.
This is a subtle thing, I know, but I really like it when, especially when defensive linemen wear no gloves. There's a special, I don't even know what it is. There's some kind of mystique about it. And same thing with baseball players. You go up there and you wear the no gloves. It adds a bit of physicality just from the optics of it. However, Ronald Waldrop is doing a good job of playing like it too. He's a physical football player.
This guy's in 9th grade. He's headed to be a sophomore, and he is really turning in a performance here today. And I think this is one of those players that could really take his game to the next level over the next several years for the Dora Bulldogs. The give on the right side, and being spun down as he crosses the 40 to the 42-yard line on the carry that time for Dora. And that is looks like number 46. And our roster, I do not believe, has a Dora number 46. So we'll have to just give credit to the number there. Brings up 2nd down and about 6 yards to go. 4-point lead for Springville. Running clock here in the 2nd half. Back to pass, throwing it in the flats. Catch is going to be made, spinning away, going to the far sideline, 45-40, 35, cutting back, and finally being spun down out there. I believe that is Darian Wilkinson on that catch. And that's Busby still in there at quarterback as he flips it out here. And Wilkerson is going to make a catch good for an Extreme Roofing 1st down.
Yeah, when you have a one-on-one situation like that, a lot of times it is up to the corner on the far side to make an open field tackle, and that time Wilkerson able to get away from Larry Winston and pick up good yards.
So 1st down and 10. They'll give up the middle into about the 30-yard line. Goes Dora, so they will pick up about 4.5 yards there, so about 5.5 to go for the Bulldogs. Dora trying to come back and take the lead here as they trail by 4, and we're at 7:05 left in the 3rd as the clock continues to roll. Again, Coach Graben telling me that JV would play Dora trying to get some more points. Busby still in there at quarterback. He'll give it off on the right side. Good running to the 25-yard line and close to the 20-yard line. Goes that young man again, and that's good for an Extreme Roofing first down. He's got a good bit of speed, and again, just turns it up, tries a little stiff arm there, and just the defender for Springville just not out there.
Yeah, just some good blocking up front, and then finally towards the end of the play, Blade Nairmore comes in, number 41, and puts the tackle on, but not before the first down.
So first down and 10, just outside the 20-yard line. As they make their way into the Blair Exteriors red zone. This time, Busby back to pass, going to short hop. As he tried to flip it on the outside and just can't get it to him. Going to bring up a second down and 10.
That's one of maybe a handful of passes, maybe 2 or 3 passes that Busby would definitely like back. He's made some great throws here today. There's a couple of screen plays that have had a chance to go for big yardage if he puts it where he wants it, and that's exactly what they work on towards the middle part of the offseason, especially in the months of July and early August when they go to those 7-on-7 camps.
Second down and 10 here. The give on the right side, and that time the Springville defense is there. Finding his way in there, leading the charges, number 74, I believe it was. You see the give and the initial hit, and then finishing him up. It's going to be Dewey Scott who gets that tackle and sets up a third down, about 11. Good look there at Scott. Dora facing a big third down here. As Busby flips it on the outside, catch bobbled but caught. And then down to the 16-yard line goes Jamarcus Goodman. Again, the Blair red zone for the Dora Bulldogs. Blair Exteriors, of course, specializing in windows and roofing, siding, and decks. You need to call the ones who care, and that's called Blair. Mention this high school game right here. You get 20% off of your project. 205-717-9551 is the number to call for Blair Exteriors. Spradlin will come on. Try the field goal. This about a 33-yarder from the far hash. And Spradlin puts it up, and he will put it through to make it a 20-19 game. Springville leading by 1 as we ready to roll under 4 minutes left here in the third. See, Spradlin gets it down there, and he will put the toe and put the ball through the uprights. Has a good look at him. The lead is 1.
Hey, I'm George Sides Jr. with Sides Furniture. Come on in. Let me show you around. We have England Furniture, which is a company we've had for many years now. They offer customized sofas to where you can choose your own fabric, your own pillows, your own seat cushion choices. This is a group from England Furniture here that you can change the colors and choices and cushions. This also to our left is the same exact group. These two groups are identical. What separates the two are the two different fabric choices. So your neighbor would not have the same one you have. You can customize the pillows, customize the seat cushions. It's a large sofa. This is a 100-inch sofa from England Furniture. Hardwood frames, steel construction springs. We have over 200 fabrics on this huge rack of fabrics on the wall over here that you can choose. You pick out your pillow colors, you pick out your fabric colors. We are located in Dora, sidesfurniture.com. What you can't get anywhere else, come and see us today.
Springville trying to answer something offensively. They'll try the right side, and on the carry that time, Cameron Williams will be a junior this fall and find some running room around the right side, and that's good for an Extreme Roofing first down at the 49-yard line.
Saw there in the picture-in-picture while we were in the break, a lot of the same plays that you saw from the varsity you're seeing here, in the same execution as far as blocking along the outside for Springville. So even though it's new players, they're running the exact same scheme. They're doing it relatively well. They're moving the ball downfield and do so once again here on first down.
Owen Prickett passes it on the outside to Matt Wolf, and Wolf will take it inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. We'll give him a gain of about 8. Second down and 2, and Prickett showing a pretty good arm there as well.
Hard to believe this Springville team won just 3 games a year ago. You expect them to have a much, much better season this year with the performance they've put on today.
Again, the pass from Prickett on the outside is caught by Julian Williams. He's able to fall forward, still shy of the first down by about a half yard. And keep in mind, Gerhard, this is something that as you're watching this game, 6 of these players are not here because they played baseball. So you know some talent is coming back. Bobble on the exchange there. And it pops loose, and I believe Dora falls on it. Yeah, that time Prickett and also Cameron Williams not on the same page. They leave it on the turf, and Dora pounces on it. And they'll take over first down and 10 on the coverage. Looks like number 23 recovers it. That is Michael Smoot who gets down on that one. And it's first down and 10 for the Dora Bulldogs.
Big defensive play. A lot of times what you'll see in varsity football games, you'll see big offensive play trying to go deep and take advantage of the momentum. Here, obviously, with your JV crew, a lot of times you want to get them into the flow of the game that they'll be playing in their JV games coming up in a few months.
First down and 10. This time the give is up the middle, finding running room, weaving his way through traffic to the 45-yard line and down to the 43-yard line. That is a good run that time for that young man again, wearing number 46. Again, we don't have him in the roster, but I guarantee the coaches are going to know his name in the offseason. This young man is making some things happen for this Dora offense.
Yeah, he's been really impressive so far in this game, and there's a couple of opportunities to run the football. He's done a great job, good vision, good athleticism, and then once again, coming away with another big run.
Yeah, bounces the outside, and he's going to pick up close to first down yardage. They'll say out of bounds across the way at about the 34-yard line, and that is it for the third period. 20-19 our score. It's Springville with the lead as they explode with a big touchdown run to open up the third. Our coverage continues with Spring Challenge in just a moment.
Your neighborhood Grub Mart is your one-stop shop for everything you need when you're on the go. Grub Mart features the best prices on Coke and Pepsi products and is home to the 99-cent bag of ice every day. And Grub Mart is your exclusive home for the popcorn bucket. Purchase yours for only $5.99 and then bring it in for free refills throughout the year. That's right, free popcorn for a full year. Your locally owned and operated Grub Mart, in business for over 75 years.
Don't just dream it. Call Family Savings Credit Union. Right now, get something you want for as low as 2.24% APR. You can even apply online or by phone. Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family.
Springville holding on to a 1-point lead. Coach Mark Lockhart of the Dora Bulldogs hoping to cash in and get out of here with a win this afternoon. Right now the offense moving the football for the Bulldogs at the 30-yard line. Give us to the right side once again. Coming to the near side, finding running room, 25-yard line, 20-yard line. He will fall forward inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Another big gain and another Extreme Roofing first down for the Bulldogs.
Just another really impressive run here. And watch this one. He goes and on the inside, picks up a good block, but just kind of really shifty. He's not explosive. He doesn't run necessarily right over you, but he's effective in the way he runs.
First down and 10. Back inside the Blair exterior red zone. The quarterback keeper goes to the left side, trying to get a block, stumbling, and back to the line of scrimmage that time. Goes Xander Stewart. And a timeout called by Dora. And they're going to bring a host of players in. Now, my understanding was the ninth graders were going to play the fourth, and I believe that's what's about to happen. They're about to bring the ninth graders in during this timeout to make sure all the younger players get in the ball game.
Well, it's a good way to ensure, like you said, that everybody gets a little bit of action here from ninth grade all the way up to rising seniors. And, of course, you want to give a really strong, solid look and get some good evaluation from the guys that you expect to start. However, what will come on the field here will be the future of both Springville and Dora, so good chance to look at them underneath the light, so to speak. And it's really a culmination of a condensed short practice period, but everybody competes in this game to compete against somebody else. And so you don't want to go through all the spring and not being able to get out there and compete against another team. And so good job for the coaches being kind of conscientious of that and getting everybody some playing time here.
Once again, that Blair Exteriors number 205-717-9551. Give them a call for your windows, roofing, siding, and deck needs. Get a free estimate there. And also, if you go with a summer project, 20% off of that project. Give them a call again, 205-717-9551. Illegal procedure, the call against Dora. That'll move it back 5. In there for the Bulldogs at quarterback is Cole Chapman, as he is in there offensively. It's second down and long, and the give, but nothing there. Springville defense up to the task that time. Up to make the stop is Cooper Land. Number 39 all over that one. And that's going to force a third down and long. Cooper Land just gets in the backfield. He's right there, almost takes the handoff and brings down the ball carrier immediately. So third down and extremely long. Needing to reach from the 29-yard line to the 9. So we'll call it third and about 20. Again, your quarterback for Dora, Cole Chapman. As he'll take the high snap, flip it on the outside. Catch is going to be made. One man misses and then tracked down and dropped. And the Bulldogs will bring down number 11, Jamarcus Goodman, who is a good-looking athlete as an 8th grader, by the way. You can tell that's going to be a good football player for the Bulldogs. So fourth down now for the Dora Bulldogs, and Springville again leading by 1, trying to come up with a stop here on fourth down.
Now, I'm not sure what the coaches agreed upon. I didn't know if the kicking game can be used here because Spratlin's an upperclassman. Maybe
that's a good question.
That might be the reason why they're not electing to kick the field goal here.
Rolling out to the left side, got pressure, going to tuck it under, try to run. He gets one block, cuts it inside at the 20 and the 15-yard line. Does not get the first down. And here comes the Springville offense on the field, so they come up with a stop there. Good effort that time, Cole Chapman, as he tries to get first down yardage, but you got to credit, there he is, number 60 on the stop for Springville. And that is Cam Mann who gets the stop. Got a player down for Dora across the way, and I believe that is going to be Chapman, the quarterback, as you're checking over there across the way. And you know, Gerhard, as we've been talking all day, the one thing that you definitely want to do is keep your players healthy in this ball game. And it doesn't matter that Cole Chapman's in the 8th grade. That's a player that he was going to get valuable experience this fall. So you got to hope that this is nothing serious here at this point of the ball game.
Yeah, it looks like right after the run, he tried to get up and then he couldn't find his footing there. Like you said, you always hope in these situations that it's nothing serious. The last thing you want is to get somebody hurt in a glorified, really an exhibition game. Hopefully that young man will be able to get back.
So he is going to leave with a lot of help as he makes his way toward the sideline. Again, Cole Chapman, an 8th grader there. And his fellow quarterbacks come out and help him to the side as he will check out across the way. And Springville offensively will start. And going to be the give on the right side and trying to get to the corner, not finding a lot of room over there. Is going to be Tucker Case as he will be tracked down and dropped. He'll get about 1.5 yards, brings up second down and 8. And our microphone's picking up Coach Michael Graben on the sideline. If you haven't been in the game, get over here so I can make sure you get in. And that's what you like to see, is everybody on the sideline get a chance to get out on this field. here in this spring game. Second down and about 9. Quarterback rolls out left side. He's in trouble. Slips one tackle, though, and then brought down at the 10-yard line. That time, Owen Prickett going to be brought down. You see him on this America's First replay. He was able to slip through that first defender, but when he cuts back, a whole wave of white is there to bring him down. And leading the charges for Dora is Justin Chance, and he'll spill him right there.
You mentioned Coach Graben getting all these players in, and it's worth noting, I mean, this is not just, hey, play to player's sake. This counts as one of your practices. You know, you have 10 practices that the HSAA gives you as far as being able to get in these game situations as the pass goes incomplete on 4th down, and Dora will seemingly take over.
Yeah,
but
Prickett trying to find Owen Wolf over here on the outside and couldn't connect with him. And so with the 4th down coming up, they'll simulate the punt.
Yep. But, yeah, going back to that point, this counts as a 10th practice. So, you know, when you get to one of these situations, you know, normally if you don't play a spring game, you will have a 10th practice. But essentially what they've had is 9 practices, and then this day, this game will count as a 10th practice. So it's not just getting players in for players' sake. It's, hey, let's not waste a day of practice. Let's not waste a day of being able to get some reps and get out there and play. So, like you said, it's a pretty good job by both coaches being able to get these guys in.
So here we are, 4 minutes, 17 seconds and rolling. Dora trailing by 1 with the football. Xander Stewart, the quarterback. And all kinds of movement there. And that's going to move it back 5 as the clock will roll. Springville trying to hang on and get the W here. But, again, these coaches just trying to get out of here healthy and make sure that everybody gets a chance to get out on this field here on this May afternoon.
Well, in truth, I mean, nobody remembers the score of any spring game ever. And hey, these players won't remember it come summertime. The biggest thing is to make sure that you get everybody healthy, you get some good reps in, you know what plays work for you as you go into the fall, you know the main targets as far as offensive line, defensive line, you know where you want to go with the football as far as your playmakers are concerned, and then start to really horn in on your region opponents, and then get a shot there of the playoffs as you see the snap go a little high, and good job collecting it there. Number 16, Xander Stewart.
Clay Tittle able to round him up here. So it's 2nd down and long. Again, the high snap. It's on the ground, and I believe Springville may have gotten that one. There we go. Number 99 gets the recovery for the Springville Tigers. Andrew Carroll will get the fumble recovery there, so it's going to be Springville football here. Carroll able to come in there and grab a hold of that. Again, that snap is just something. And one thing about it is when you're talking about players this young, not a lot of repetition over the year of that shotgun snap. So a lot of times you're going to get them high or to the side. That time just not able to hang on to it. And then this time Prickett throws on the outside. Catch is going to be made. Breaking a tackle to the near sideline. Cutting it back in. 20, 15, down to the 10, and inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Matt Wolf. The last drive ended, and you see the same play. Prickett throws it out here and didn't get it to Wolf. This time he does, and Wolf shows that he knows what to do with the football once he gets it under his arm. A big gain inside the Blair exterior red zone as they will move it inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line.
I happen to look at number 13 as the quarterback, the starting quarterback, and Pearson Baldwin as the play loses the yards here. Pearson Baldwin is the biggest cheerleader on that Springville sideline, both on the fumble and on that long run there by Wolf. And so he's got some theatrics, and it's one of those things where it's good to see your starters and your upperclassmen, the ones that know they'll be playing on Friday night, cheering on for the guys that will largely be reserves playing in JV and getting in some of these backup roles.
Staying engaged. They'll go with the same play. The catch is going to be made. This time Wolf is hit at about the 12-yard line. And again, let me remind you folks, Blair Exteriors, 205-717-9551. Give those folks a call and find out about all their windows, roofing, siding, and decks. And a good look there at a quarterback that had a great day today, Gerhard.
Oh, yeah. Pearson Baldwin showed a lot from his team. And what we're seeing on the sidelines here is a whole lot of leadership. Every time that the offensive unit comes back onto the sideline, he's there coaching up the quarterbacks and the offensive unit, and seemingly they've listened because that's another touchdown there.
Wolf, they'll say,
down at the
one.
Okay, down at the 1 yard line.
Speed sweep. Wolf gets to the outside, a little stop and go move. It gets to the far boundary, but they'll say steps out just inside the 1 yard line. I'm going to tell you, this guy's he's kind of dynamite in a small package too, as he turns and steps out just shy of the goal line. And Springville knocking on the door just outside the 1. We are down to what could be the final play of the ball game. Prickett throws it out and too high. And that may be it. He had Wolf out here, and Wolf's going to let him know about it, that he was open again, and they didn't get him the ball, and that may be it.
And look at Baldwin. Baldwin wants another touchdown here.
Yeah. They're going to try to. That's going to be it. That will be the end of the ball game. 20-19, the final score. You look at Baldwin right there. I'm going to tell you, some people just love to play the game, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. You
can see it.
You can't tell that guy this is a meaningless spring game right there. He has all the passion and excitement and leadership, and this is a good ball game between two teams that I expect to take another step forward in 2019.
20-19, the final score. Springville gets the win over Dora. Good look there at both coaches, as I think both got exactly what they wanted out of this game today. A 1-point win for the Springville Tigers as they get the win over Dora in our third game of 4, and getting set for another game between Lynn and Phil Campbell coming up next. But the 1-point win for the Springville Tigers. It all started with a touchdown pass and 3 touchdown passes in the first half. 2 for Springville, 1 for Dora. And in the end, it's the Springville Tigers getting a 1-point win over the Dora Bulldogs. When we come back, we'll start talking about Lynn and Phil Campbell as our coverage of the Spring Gridiron Challenge continues right here on TV 24.
Hi, I'm Mark Butler.
And I'm Jody Jones. We